into this 2K sports broadcast live in Milwaukee from the home court of the Bucks. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they come in off a good outing against Denver. Trading blows in that one, they did win by 3.
And you know, when everyone's working together, taking care of their roles, it just makes the game easier.
Well, they not only had the right strategy, but they were very exact in their execution. And when the coach is calling the right plays, everything just looks seamless.
Now here's McCollum. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go. Towns at the elbow. Over Henson. And it's Towns missing. Here's Milwaukee now.
Well, the Bucks, this is a franchise that for a long time just was treading water and chasing after a 7th or an 8th seed on the back end of the Eastern Conference playoffs. Not so much anymore. With Giannis Antetokounmpo leading the charge, the opportunity for the Bucks to do some damage in the playoffs is here.
That'll be a 5-second call. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. And there's always pressure when you have a superstar player, Brent. And the Bucks are trying to capitalize on that window right now.
And I think Giannis, even though he's young, understands that great players are judged on how far they can push their teams. What type of postseason success can the Milwaukee Bucks have around what it is that Giannis can bring to the table. He wants to retire in a Bucks uniform. He said that before, but winning makes that decision a lot easier. And maybe with the coaching change, they'll get there.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throw tonight. And Brent, you look at Giannis Antetokounmpo's slashing game. Standing, what, maybe a hair under 7 foot tall. How do you even put it into words?
Well, it's hard to imagine a more perfect frame for today's game in terms of getting in transition, having a versatile offensive game, putting it down, getting to the rack. Well, the one thing that we're anxious to see is whether or not Giannis will develop the type of range from the three-point line that makes it respectable. Other than that, he's pretty much unstoppable.
Pass to McCollum. Left side, Towns. And it's Wiggins missing. Now, here's Brogdon. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well, one step past half court, he's too close.
Pass to Aminu. Back to Teague. Wiggins with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good that time.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Teague covering. Baseline try. The shot missing. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Aminu. Back to Teague. And here's McCollum. He's guarded by Brogdon. And Henson sends it back.
Well, he's a great shot blocker. Henson still trying to bring the rest of his game up to that level. Like the tactics on defense there, refusing to give the shooter the easy layup at the rim.
And the basket by McCollum.
Oh, great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
Yeah, most analytics will tell you that the mid-range jumper is not an efficient shot, but you see how effective with guys like that it can be.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Connects on the 17-footer. Middleton's got 5.
You don't want to leave Middleton from that area. His mid-range game is on fire, draining those shots often.
Wiggins from outside. Here's Milwaukee now. Big stretch here, going 10-2. For 3, Brogdon. Drills it from outside. Brogdon's got himself on the board with 3 there.
I think Brogdon has come into the league with a great bit of patience in playing the pick and roll. So the more experience he gets, the more aggressive he'll get.
Aminu with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. McCollum. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Now here's Antetokounmpo. He has 5. And here is Brogdon. In the corner, Snell with it. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And John Henson with the slam.
A great floor awareness as Antetokounmpo has a sense for when the D has overcommitted or shifted his way, and then he finds where his teammate is open on the floor.
And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That is his first foul of the game. Towns down low. The rebound by the Bucks. It's an 8-point differential. Now Brogdon. Pass to Snell. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Antetokounmpo. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one is on Towns.
You think about a coach looking into the eyes of one of his players and telling him to match up with Giannis Antetokounmpo and all the things that he brings to the table. That's a long night of restlessness before you match up. Press up on him, he'll blow by you in transition. He's at the rim in 2 dribbles. Tough to stop that kid.
Now here's Towns. Over Thompson. Tipped away.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Here's Brogdon. Over Teague. The shot by Brogdon, no good. Antetokounmpo covers so much ground, Brent. He can almost go the entire length of the court in 2 dribbles.
But once he gets around towards the rim, his reach can make it seem like defenders aren't even there. Not just one defender, but multiple defenders. So it's unfair already, and you add that athleticism to what he can do. Wow, unstoppable offensive force.
Here's Teague. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to McCollum. Aminu with it. Here's Nunley. 3 on the clock. Off target from outside. Here's Nwaba. Pass to Thompson. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Aminu grabs the miss.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
And sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time he chose wisely.
Bucks leading by 9. Pass to Brogdon. From downtown. No good there. And Minnesota now the other way. Now here's McCollum. Some good scoring numbers for him right now, averaging 17 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots the 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3. And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
And if you check out the strategy, you can see already the plays that they're calling. Feels like they found a weakness or two in the defense.
That's a bucket. His 3rd of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either. Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Ashton Nunley. To the inside. The kick out to Teague. Sinks the 3-pointer. Teague's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, once Teague catches the ball, he fires it up and in. Gotta love his assertive attitude.
Now Maker. He's covered by Aminu. Timberwolves trail by 6. Pass to Teague. Towns down low. And the dunk by Towns.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, you know, his reputation. Grinding away 100% effort all the time.
And then uses his explosiveness once he's gathered the rebound to throw it down.
Antetokounmpo. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game.
And trying to be the first one to get his hands on the miss. Instead, he's called for over the back.
Tough foul. He's trying to make something happen right there, and he gets a bit out of control, and the referee's right on spot.
Pass to Towns. Over Thompson. And it's Towns missing. And so it's Dellavedova. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They lead by 4. Trying to end the drought. And that's 2 points on the layup. Dellavedova's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, somewhere out there, the weakest link was exposed by Dellavedova.
Stolen by Thompson. Here's Middleton. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And at full speed, he still has the wherewithal to get himself in good position.
Yeah, the snap decisions right there, reading the situation on the move and then making the right choice.
Minnesota with the rebound. Left side Rose. Shoots from the baseline. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And Rose always looking for his offense. And why not? He can put up points in a hurry.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We'll return shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
Getting high percentage looks, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Such a great way to get yourself into an offensive groove and build up some early confidence.
Lets a floater go. He lays it in. Rose has got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Minnesota. Pass to Dellavedova. Down low. Over to the left wing. That shot off the mark. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Brent, we've got great dunkers now, but you played at a time when there were sensational dunkers in the NBA.
Yeah, I saw a lot of guys go over the top of me.
Including yourself.
Too kind. Here's the money. Kevin, I think about those old, and we remember these, the old VHS tapes where you used to get like the dunk highlight tapes. Those are still so fresh in my mind.
Dr. J.
Dominique Wilkins over the top. Yeah. MJ over everybody.
Young Vince Carter.
Kenny Skywalker. I mean, just the list goes on and on. But the best in-game dunker, I think it's pretty unanimous that Vince Carter still holds the title.
Here's Antetokounmpo. That one's in. Only his 4th make against 9 total shots.
I don't know. 2 strides, 3 strides. What was that? Giannis covering some ground.
Pass to Rose. Ball's knocked loose. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Korver. Milwaukee making a switch here. Left side, Towns. Shot clock at 5. And the layup falls. Towns has got 12.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Middleton right side. Inside. Middleton on the wing. From the baseline. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. 9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Pass to Tolliver. Back to Rose. And Henson sends it back. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Middleton. That shot missing. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Here is Tolliver. Defended by Middleton. And it's Towns missing.
I think what I'd like to see from him in this quarter is getting going from the perimeter. Hit a 3 in the first, nothing in the second.
Over to the wing. Here's Snell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Here's Wiggins. And Wiggins throws it down.
That's a gorgeous assist. Outstanding at finding his guys in the spots where they want the basketball.
Pass to Maker. Back to Dellavedova. Middleton outside. Jacks up a 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Outside, Towns. Rose scanning the floor. Over Dellavedova. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Middleton left side. Money from the wing. Middleton's got 11 points.
This is the kind of guy that you wake up in a cold sweat the night before you play him. Just a matchup nightmare. Tricky, confident, and he takes on all comers.
Outside, Towns. Pass to Wiggins. And the foul on John Henson. That's his first foul. Minnesota with the ball. They trail by 6. And Rose wide open. He shoots. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
His touch has just been a little bit absent this quarter, and he's missing a ton of shots.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
To the paint. Here's Tolliver. No good. Shot missing. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Back to Middleton. Here's Brogdon. He has 5. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And a terrific percentage here in the first half. You gotta love their rhythm and the flow with which they're playing.
I also like the adjustments that they've made. Each time they're defended a little bit differently, they seem to have the answer for it.
5 to shoot. Here's Rose. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
Yeah, when your shot's in the fridge like this, it's easy to lose your confidence, and that's why some of the most prolific scorers, they have short-term memories.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Something the NBA has tested out in the G League, Brent. Coaches' challenges. What do you think?
I think the idea of making sure that the handkerchief matches the tie is a great idea.
Only you would say that. Only you would say that.
I'm just worried with some of the casual styles in the NBA that it's not going to be accessible. But
I think you're right.
I think it's going to happen, and I think it's going to be interesting for the league. But it's going to happen.
Anything to make these coaches do more, make more decisions.
Make more decisions and make decisions that you know can impact whether or not your team wins the basketball game or loses it, because after a referee makes a determination that you think might be the other way, or they don't look at a replay where you're sure and certain that you could get possession, I'm reaching for the hanky.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Brogdon. Fires from deep. With that miss, he is now 4 for 7 from the field. From deep, Rose. No good that time. And Milwaukee will come the other way.
And a tough game for the guys around him, mainly because his shot's been hit and miss.
Back to Middleton. Now Brogdon. 9 points in the game so far. No good on the triple. Wiggins with it. Swiped away. Here's Middleton. And it comes off the front of the rim. Timberwolves trail by 13. Now here's Rose. He's got 6. Pass to Tolliver. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Outside Rose. Shot clock at 5. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That'll be his second foul of the game. McCollum deciding where to go with it. The long distance 3 is buried. McCollum's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, the shot starts with a good, strong base. That gives McCollum the foundation to hit shots well behind the arc.
From 17 feet out, it's hauled in by Tolliver.
You can't afford to let guys get comfortable there. The defense somehow avoided that shot from going in.
And McCollum puts up a deep 3. No good from outside. Bucks leading by 10. Here's Middleton. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And Chris Middleton 2 seasons ago tore his hamstring completely off the bone. I mean, he's come back and hasn't missed a beat. One of the most well-rounded players you'll see.
The versatility Middleton offers up is exceptional. A capable defender, a good scorer, an effective shooter. Those are the kind of switchblade players the coaches love.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3 from McCollum. Again, McCollum missing. And Chris Middleton with maybe, Greg, his best season yet in 2017-18.
It just seems like he gets better every year. Former second-round pick, now all-star caliber. He's worked extremely hard, stayed in the lab, and now we're seeing the results.
In the corner, it's Maker. Shoots a 3. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Clock at 6. Thompson in the corner. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. A 12-point game. Pass to Aminu. Kicks it out to McCollum. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
For 3, Brogdon. Aminu grabs the miss.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim. Man, that's a clean shot, too. You got to sink those. He must be disappointed that he blew that chance. Ooh, the D did just enough to keep him from scoring. Thought that was in for sure.
Pass to Towns. Teague up top. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. No one on him, and he makes the easy one. 14 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Not sure you can ask for a better look. He can make those shots while sleeping.
Here's Nwaba. Doubled by McCollum. Maker, no one around him. Drains the 3-pointer. Maker's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bucks. Inside. Here's Aminu. And Aminu slams it in.
That was like a morning paper for Jeff Teague. Makes a great read and swings the ball around for a clean look at the bucket.
Pass to Nwaba. There's 38 seconds left in the first half. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, there are good fouls, and then there's those fouls. That's not a good one. Limits himself on defense, and he can't nearly be as physical for the rest of the period.
Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Now, Tristan Thompson with some force on that one.
Wiggins surveying the floor. Back to Aminu. And Aminu slams it in.
Well, not a guy who's going to shake and bake you. Aminu does have enough handle, though, to get north and south.
Here's Brogdon. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Great.
And so it's Milwaukee. Looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We come back right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Pass to Aminu. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Well, you go in there weak like that, and a guy like Giannis with his length is going to throw it away.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. So it'll be Giannis Antetokounmpo shooting. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
A lottery pick back in 2012, John Henson has pretty much flown under the radar except around the rim. People understand just how effective he can be there. A quality defender and rim protector.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you can turn it up.
Back to Teague. For three. Another miss by Minnesota.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Here's Brogdon. He's got 11. Middleton outside. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
How about the handles shown by Chris Middleton there, zipping his way through the defense and getting where he wanted to.
To the left wing. Here's Towns. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Towns has got 16.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first four here in the third.
Top of the key, Snell. Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Middleton. Pulls up. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Were those guys back on defense? I didn't see them. Somehow someone missed an assignment. Luckily, he bricked the mid-range.
Milwaukee leading by 18. Pass to Brogdon. Now here's Henson. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Back to Henson. And slam dunk by Henson.
Yeah, there's good reason why Henson's a high percentage shooter. So many of his looks right there, right at the rim.
McCollum with the ball. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Towns down low. The kick out to T. No dice from the high post.
They're 1 of 5 to begin this half, guys, and they have to address this problem quickly or this could get out of hand.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Middleton. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Aminu with it. Wiggins outside. Just 5 to shoot. Connects from 3-point range. Wiggins has got 5 now.
There's just no excuse to leave someone that wide open. Communication breakdown.
Here's Middleton. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
On the wing, Wiggins. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Wiggins has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Timberwolves.
You know, at least get a hand up. It's not too much to ask from a coaching staff. Just not intimidating defense at all on that possession.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Andrew Wiggins, the #1 overall pick back in 14. Great bloodlines, the son of pro athletes. The game just seems to come easy to him.
Middleton outside. No good with the triple.
One made three for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
They get it back. Pass to Aminu. McCollum outside. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And Towns gets it to go. You know, Greg, the game comes so easy to Wiggins, but some say he needs to be more assertive, more aggressive. Do you see that?
I mean, high expectations for a player that was taken first overall. The length and athleticism should enable him to impact the game in so many ways, but you know, his motor doesn't always rev high enough to take advantage.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Pass to Towns. Back to Rose. And here's Wiggins. Tries from 10. Buries the jump shot. Wiggins has got 10 points in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Brogdon in the corner. Middleton with it. Lets it go from 14. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
And this quarter has been all about him. You feel every shot he's going to take is going in.
Back to Rose. Fires the three. Good on the three-point shot. 9 points in the game so far.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. And that's 19 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pass to Towns. Wiggins right side. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Timeout called the Bucks. The Bucks making a switch here. Bucks leading by 13. And here is Antetokounmpo. 19 points in the game. Thompson up top. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points now just in this quarter. Pass to Aminu. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Maker. Now, here's Thompson. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. A shot missing. So Minnesota will take it the other way. On the wing, Wiggins. This is his first chance at the line tonight. He's off on the first. One thing I like about Adam Silver, he is always looking to break new ground, push the envelopes, and develop new areas of innovation.
Well, always forward thinking, and of course this league has always done that. Adam has found a new position in the league, having a chief innovation officer in place, somebody that's always examining not only how things are going in the league and maybe being adaptable to change, but examining what's going on worldwide. And you always see the way the league tinkers with and toys with Summer League and the way the G League competition sets up in order to try to find more ways to make the game more enjoyable or more accessible to the fan base.
Pass to Aminu. Towns wide open. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And that's from beyond, guys. Right back at you.
Yeah, that's a nice response there, leaving a voicemail in return from the three-point line. Looks like we're seeing similar game plans right now.
The shot by Brogdon, no good. Timberwolves trail by 12. And a wide open look for McCollum. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. That's 10 points for C.J. McCollum.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. The Bucks making a switch here. And the Timberwolves with possession here. They trail by 9 points. Pass to Aminu. Back to Rose. McCollum with the ball. Defended by Dellavedova. And he's good on the three ball. And that's 13 points for C.J. McCollum.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Snell. It's stolen by Rose. McCollum right side. And it's off from three-point range. Milwaukee leading by 6. Doubled by McCollum. Pass to Middleton. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. 1:19 left in the 3rd. They double him with Wiggins. Three-pointer, Snell. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Stolen by Dellavedova. Pushing it up. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line.
One shot.
That one is on Towns.
I think Thon Maker knows this. He's got to continue to work on his body, build some muscle mass. Finishes like this will be more effective and happen more often.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Now Dellavedova. At the elbow, Maker. Middleton on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Over McCollum. Middleton can't get it to go. And here are the Timberwolves. They're on an 18-7 run. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Rose goes in. Towns. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And that's number 4. Definitely something to keep track of as we move forward.
The Bucks have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
Really hasn't come together for them as a group in terms of free throw shooting, just around 70% on the season. And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
Two shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And he makes the first but misses the second. Here's Nunley. He's still scoreless so far in this one. To the paint. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Timberwolves gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Chris Middleton has been on display. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Here's Brogdon. Aston Waba. Outside, Antetokounmpo. For 3, Brogdon. Minnesota with the rebound. Teague with the ball. Shot clock at 6. In the corner, Gibson with it. He's looking for Teague and finds him. That one misses. Now the Bucks take it the other way. 22 is their biggest lead. They host the Clippers after this game. That will complete this 4-game homestand. Now, here's Brogdon. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Bucks. And Teague's got the ball here for the Timberwolves. 8-point game. Pass to Tolliver. Outside Gibson. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. 6 on the shot clock. Okogie. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. And here is Brogdon. To the middle. Now, Antetokounmpo. In the corner, it's Brogdon. Doesn't go for him.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Here's Nunley. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And truth is, though he misses that one, it's a shot he normally makes.
Yeah, he has that kind of range, but maybe not that time the best judgment.
Teague surveying the D. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And the turnover again by Milwaukee.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
John Henson.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Pass to Tolliver. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Offensive rebound. Here's Nunley. 5 on the clock. Here's Tolliver. And he jams it with authority.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
For 3. The shot, no good. And Minnesota will come the other way to the wing right side. Got that bucket in no time at all.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Passed in Waba. Back to Brogdon. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. 25 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Here's Nunley, guarded by Korver. Right wing. Three-pointer. Nunley can't get it to go.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Passed in Waba. Over to the wing. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
It's a huge night for Giannis Antetokounmpo at the offensive end of the floor. That length and athleticism just proving to be too much for any defensive scheme.
Minnesota calls timeout. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor. And these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. He told them flat out, we are turning the ball over too much, guys. We can't keep making the hero ball play. Slow it down, run the offense, and make the safe pass. Back to you, Kevin.
Chris Middleton has the size in this league that you need to finish on the inside. Way to get that one up quick.
Wiggins, right side. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Bucks leading by 12. Dellavedova with the ball. Pass to Middleton. Lets the three fly. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Now here's Towns. Defended by Dellavedova. Back to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
Middleton outside. Goes up on the wing. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Middleton looking pretty comfortable right now playing in the pick and roll, whether he's passing the ball or shooting it. Right now making good decisions.
And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Outside, Towns.
Like the effort right now. Henson's greatest talent, short of shot blocking, is that he can get in there and contest.
Now here is Dellavedova. To the inside. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. To the paint. And Wiggins throws it down.
Assisted.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read.
And here is Dellavedova. Middleton outside. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Substitution for the Bucks. Giannis
Timberwolves trail by 9. Pass to Aminu. And here's Towns. Back to Aminu. On the wing, Wiggins. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. 6 to shoot. McCollum, no good.
That's just poor shooting right now from him, and I'm not sure why he's even attempting those kind of shots.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's good, 2 points. Antetokounmpo's got 29.
That's attacking the rack. Antetokounmpo on the take and muscled his way in.
Here's Aminu. The shot, no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Pass to Henson. And slam dunk by Henson.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Now here's Towns. Stolen by Dellavedova. Fast break, here we go. Now Maker. He's covered by Aminu. Maker misses.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
McCollum outside. 14 feet away. That one drops for him. And that's 31 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Back to Dellavedova. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. Middleton outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got it back down to within single digits for Minnesota. Middleton outside. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Al-Farouq Aminu covering. That savvy little up fake there. Fooling the D. And that's 31 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pass to Towns. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Middleton outside. It's stolen by Aminu. Inside. Deflects the pass. The kick out to Rose. McCollum outside. Here's Towns. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. And that'll be his third foul so far. Here's Brogdon. Middleton left side. From downtown. Good on the triple. Middleton's got 16 points here in the second half.
Well, Middleton hovers around that 40% mark from downtown in his career. It's a good-looking shot there.
McCollum, no good. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They lead by 11.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Milwaukee.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He painted a great picture on the offensive end with the ball movement tonight. Really racked up some assists and had some pretty sweet passes to go along with it.
And you can tell they're ready to start celebrating a well-deserved victory here tonight.
Yeah, you can see the fans. They've already started celebrating themselves. A gutty performance.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Well, folks, that's